Hey guys, great view, right? Ooh, um, this is just a little notebook. I just got it for free at work, so nothing special about it. But I just wanted to show you real quick my upcoming plan for my diet. I started just writing out some notes and recipes and things in this little book, and then every Sunday I'm going to do my food prep, and I am hoping to record that for you. I don't know if you have ever seen Back to Chubby here on YouTube. She is awesome. Her name is Rosalie, and she's been on a very successful weight loss journey over the past year, and she's been documenting it on YouTube. Um, what makes me bring her up is that she has this style of video called Do It With Me Weight Loss. And basically, it is just every week she shows you some of the food that she has prepped for that week. And then she gives a little recap of how that week went. So I don't want to rip her off here, but I will probably hopefully be doing a very similar style where I will show you the food that I've prepped for the week, and then, the next week tell you how it went. So, in my little book here, I started out by just putting in this little tiny cheat sheet in the front with the foods and kind of food goals that I'm hoping to achieve with my meal plans. So you can see at the top, to lower my blood pressure if it's high. I still don't really know, but it freaks me out to think about it. So sodium, I'd like to keep less than 1,500 milligrams per day. I just wrote down that number because it's not really something I would count previously, so I wanted to remember what a healthy number would be. And then I've listed out the most common foods that actually cause inflammation, which would be refined carbs, like white bread, white pasta, etc., margarine, sweet beverages, which I don't tend to have those anyway, and fried foods, which, that's a sad one because who doesn't love French fries? And then I have the top anti-inflammatory foods, which are tomatoes, olive oil, green leafy vegetables, nuts, and fruit. And then the top foods that help lower blood pressure are greens, red beets, berries, yogurt, oatmeal, pistachios, bananas, seeds, garlic, herbs, dark chocolate, and pomegranates. So that's just, when I'm writing out my menu for the week, I'm going to refer back to this and make sure that I include as many of these foods as I can, and take out as many of those foods as I can. So let's see here. And if you didn't get this from the beginning, I'm going to basically eat the same exact thing every day for 1 week. So I'll have the same menu for 1 week, and then the next week I'll change it because it's just easier that way, and I don't mind. I'm picking out the foods myself, so it's stuff I like, and it just makes everything easier. I have spent so much time before making meal plans for months, and making sure it was diverse and different every day. And in the end, it was just too much work, and I really didn't care. So, let's see. So starting out, this is sort of what the first week looks like. On this side, I wrote out the breakfast, and then lunch and dinner, and then a beverage. I wrote out the calories here and the sodium here, and then I put the total over here. So you can see this is too low. I have 815 for the day. for calories, and I'm just gonna adjust that. It takes me a while to figure it out. What happened was I wrote out this menu based solely on, like the dream foods from those lists to try and get everything in on one day. And then I even like added some high calorie things like tahini and some black beans, and I still couldn't get it higher. So don't worry, I'll figure that out. But then after I had the meal plan put out on this page, I went back over here and I started a prep list. So to make all this food for the week on the Sunday before, this is the list of things I'll have to do to prepare. So like cook the oats in the crock pot, portion out all my breakfast, make the turmeric tonic that I'd like to have, make a corn salad, bake the tofu, bake the sweet potatoes, and bake the beets. And then once I have all that done, I'm pretty much done. And the only thing I need to do is like serve up, the salad and serve up the dinner, and that's it. And then underneath, I wrote the things that I'll need to buy to make everything. So that's like my shopping list. So you get it. I only have 2 weeks done so far, so this is the one I'll start on Monday. But, I am going to adjust it somehow just to get another, I think 300 calories probably would be good. So over here, I have the same thing. That's the menu for the whole next week. And tucked in here, corn chowder is a recipe. So that I'll have the recipe ready to go right in my little book. And you can see here, calories are 1490, which is much better. So what I might end up doing is swapping the breakfast from this one, excuse me, to the other days, or swapping the lunch or something so that, the calories are more even. And then you can see, same thing, I've got all the prep work done here, and then the shopping list underneath. And I've got here, this is a recipe for the Instant Pot. So I got that all printed out and ready to go. And that is a vegan spicy corn chowder. I've made it before. It's very good. So there you go. That's that. And then all I've done past that point, I printed out one other recipe for an aloo gobi from the same recipe book for the Instant Pot. So my hope is to do most of the prep work in the crock pot or the Instant Pot because it can make a large batch. Then I'll have lunch, prepared every day for my brother and I, because we work together and we come home to my home at lunchtime to let the dogs out, which you can hear the dogs walking by right now. Sorry. And then on these little Post-it notes, I actually just wrote out a bunch of ideas I had for those Instant Pot and crock pot recipes. So like chop suey, chili, samosa mashed potatoes, yellow curry, rice and beans, tofu scramble, Thai noodle bowls, polenta bowls, mushroom and veggie beef stew, lentil loaf, etc., etc. I just thought of a bunch of those, so I wanted to write them out. And then as I go along, I'll just fill in the rest of this each week by week. So I hope that's semi-interesting. If you wanted to see my menu for next week, since I didn't tell you that, it is pretty simple. I'm going to have vegan eggs and toast for breakfast with strawberries, and then lunch is that corn chowder, and then dinner will be some sauteed kale with white rice, butter beans, and I'm going to make ahead like a generic curry sauce with light coconut milk, and I'm just going to kind of have that on the side to put on whatever I want this week and then probably the next week. So that's it. So I will hopefully see you guys again on Sunday when I prepare all my food. And then I will let you know how the week goes. So that's it. Hope to see you guys soon. Bye.